Ain't no time to waste on a paper chase. She say this her cut like a taper fade. I'm the bomb grenade,
Purchase
never
your tracks today.
perpetrate.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? You know who this is? One half after hours live from Man Cave. Your host, Tay Wish. First and foremost, we had 3 games on last night. The first game was very interesting. The Washington Wizards and the Philadelphia 76ers. Yes, we know Russell Westbrook left the game with an ankle injury. But first and foremost, I want to address this. Fans around the league or whatever, NBA, NFL, sports fans, please keep all objects and body fluids to yourself. Throwing things and spitting on someone of that nature, there's no tolerance for it. There's no place for it. First and foremost, I hope those guys get banned forever. I understand you want to be a fan. It's cool to cheer and do other things. But to sit there and spit on people like the fan did in New York Knicks game last night, then as well you had the guy in the 76ers game, a fan of the 76ers throw stuff on popcorn on Russell Westbrook. Guys, there's no place for that. I understand a fan, you want to cheer your team on. Come on, you gotta use your head, man. You pay all the much money, you paid that much money for those tickets and that seat to get banned. Shame on you. That should be noticed to everybody. Maybe you should go do some time in jail for like a week or so you know that that's serious. Like, these guys are, at the end of the day, paid professionals and entertainers. You know, so they're going out there having fun with their teammates and trying to win games. For you to do that just because you hate that person, which is a very strong word. You could dislike a person. You don't like the team or the jersey that they wear. But at the end of the day, respect that man and woman that wear the colors of a team with another uniform. Let's get right into it. The Washington Wizards, you know, like I said, Russell Westbrook went out with an ankle injury. 10.6 rebounds, 11 assists, but as well, he was 2 for 10 from the field, 20%. The Washington Wizards need another person, another go-to guy. We know Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. It's not enough. You know, Bradley Beal had 33 points and 4 rebounds. 4 assists, rather. They got to find someone else who can pick up the slack. Who's going to be that third guy that can say, you know what, if these guys put up these awesome all-star type numbers, you need another guy that's going to be right there alongside with them. Just another guy, they don't need someone who's going to score about 20 points alone to be with them as well. So you're looking at that type of person who's going to be with them. They need to show up every day in the playoffs. Like I said before, they going back home. Everybody said the Wizards might squeak out one. The way this series is going, no. Let's be honest, fans. The Wizards are going to get swept. They need to make another play for another superstar. Maybe they can go to DeMar DeRozan that can slide in that spot for them to take some of that heat off them. They just need another guy, and another guy's going to go out there and it's going to play defense. We need another one of those guys. We're only missing their big man in the middle, Thomas Bryant. But someone else need to step up. Rui Hachimura need to step up really big. Exactly. Then you're looking at Ben Simmons, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. He's emerging. Then you know, hey, let's get this series over with so we can rest. Looking at Joel Embiid, 22 points, 7 rebounds. This is an MVP candidate, and these guys not letting up. They coming with the same power. I said the key guy to watch out for in this series is Tobias Harris, 19 points, 9 rebounds. He's coming with it every night. So Philadelphia's not letting up. Dwight Howard's getting valuable minutes off the bench, 4 points, 11 rebounds. The whole thing with the 76ers, Doc Rivers been down this road before. He won a championship in 2008. That's how long it's been. But can he will this team enough to get in the next round and maybe beat the Eastern Conference champions once they finish out the semifinals? One step at a time. But this team is destined for greatness. But the whole thing, the obstacles in their way, again, it's going to be the Brooklyn Nets. But you're looking at how they're going to do different things at a different level. This team is dangerous, but the whole thing is, the glue guys, can they stay hot? And as they won that game 120-95, we're going to see what's going to happen in game 3. I think the 76ers take care of business again. So the second game, I told you this second game was going to be a nice matchup. The New York Knicks going up against the Atlanta Hawks. Like I said, Trae Young got spat on, and he didn't notice it, but that fan got banned. Like I said, once again, fans, all this chanting, F Trae Young is balling. Like I was saying about the Knicks and Hawks game, people spitting onto the floor onto players, that's disrespectful. Now, y'all see why the players don't want to sign autographs, do stuff for the fans. One bad apple spoiled everybody in the bunch. So you're looking at how the Hawks lost this game. I think Nate McMillan had Trae Young on the bench too long. And Trae Young, let's be honest, man, boy's a cold killer. What y'all need to do is let him play a little bit more going to these third quarters. If you notice in certain games throughout the season, that's where the New York Knicks make most of their runs. And that's kudos to the New York Knicks that came out with a game plan trying to keep Trae Young from off the game. But Trae Young, ice cold killer. He gonna find ways to score. But the reason why the Hawks lost this game, let's be honest, John Collins was 0 for 2. No points, y'all. No points and 2 rebounds. If you want to win, you gotta feed that big man that ball running the floor. I think the Knicks did a great job boxing him out, keeping him off the glass, and that was huge. But other guys, like I said in the series, will step up, like a DeAndre Hunter, who had 18 points and 6 rebounds. Trae Young, of course, he did his thing, 30.7 assists. Bojan Bogdanovic, 18.6 rebounds. That guy was on fire last night. He was on fire. Clint Capella did his thing on the boards, that is, 12 rebounds, but the points didn't show up. They had 4 points. You're not looking for guys like that to be scorers. You're just looking at them to contribute and rebound on that end. Gallinari, even though he played for the Hawks, does he still have a Knicks jersey on? Because, man, 6 points, that's it? That's all you gave them? And had a haircut, man. It's atrocious. But who am I to judge? But honestly, let's talk about the New York Knicks. Looking at Alex Burke, who had a hot fourth quarter in game 1. Game 2, he kept going hot. I like how he was this time not scoring as much. He's being more effective on the rebounds. He had 8 rebounds on the glass. So going on with level points as well. You're looking at Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP in the league at that time. I think it was 22 years old that he won that MVP. He played like one last night. 26 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. This is the reason why the Knicks probably going to win this series. Thibodeau got somebody that he can trust with the ball in tight game situations. Why? Because he coached him in Chicago. And like I said, he's not might be the explosive player that he was, but he's more effective and understand the game, the flow, his speed and directions to get certain baskets. I think that was an awesome thing to see Derrick Rose to come back to New York, who know he failed in New York. Say, no, I'm gonna come back the second time and give it a second time go around. We're going to make the playoffs. And that's what he's doing. And once a Knick, always a Knick. I'm happy the Knicks won because, did they hear that Oregon going off in Madison Square Garden and MSG? That was sweet. That was sweet for the fans of New York to get that win. But the crazy thing is, even though the win was good, everything is getting talked about the guy who spit on Trae Young. So that's always going to overshadow that. But kudos to Knicks fans for getting that game win. Like I said, players I watch out for in this series is actually Reggie Bullock. He actually played great. He contributed down the stretch with his 15 points. But the person I am most disappointed in is Julius Randle, the most improved player. The last 2 games have been sticking to the gym. Yeah, they won. He had 15 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. But to be going scoreless in the first half, no. Calm down, Julius. Calm down. Pick and choose your spots on the floor. Post up to the basket. Try to get to the free throw line to get everything flowing. Once you do that, it's a wrap. It's history. Y'all going to win this game. And then which they did, 1-on-1 and 92. But Julius Randle needs to be calmed down and be more effective in the paint. Lay off the threes a little bit, get in the post, and get the easy buckets. Once you start hitting layups, everything else is automatic. Third game we're going into the Memphis Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz. Like I said before, I said they got Donovan Mitchell back in the lineup. Yesterday, I said the Utah Jazz going to win this game. I said, where the Jordan Clarkson's going to? They're going to step up. He did. 16 points. Joe Ingles with 14 points. So you had 2 guys off the bench that came and scored 30 points off the bench. That's good. Donovan Mitchell came back with the high ankle injury, 25 points. Piece of cake. Then you had Bogdanovic with 18 points, killing him. Royce O'Neal, like I said, is another guy who's going to step up big for them, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Rudy Gobert, if he can play like this every night, the Utah Jazz can be something special. But certain games he don't bring it, and he stays in foul trouble a lot. So you look at his 21 points, 13 rebounds. Can he do this every night? If they do this every night, it's going to be a long series for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Memphis Grizzlies is a scrappy team. Mike Conley, what a point guard to have to run your offense, to give you 15 assists, 4 rebounds, and 20 points. Yeah, they had Ricky Rubio, but Ricky Rubio didn't have that package like him. If you want to talk about Mike Conley is having more of a killer instinct than Ricky Rubio. Ricky Rubio is more of a spectacular passer, but who's not going to take the big shots. Mike Conley can do all that and defend. Ricky Rubio can't defend. but he's still getting it back. But the Jazz took care of business at home, 141 to 129. Dylan Brooks, 23 points. Valanciunas, 18.6 rebounds. What hurt them, like I said, he got in a foul trouble early, Valanciunas, in that first quarter. You had to sit the big man quick in the first quarter. Quick. Jaren Jackson need to be more assertive. Yeah, he has 16 points and 3 rebounds. One thing about these tall guys or the new finesse power forwards, they don't want to rebound. They want to sit on a line and shoot threes. No, get in the paint. Make it tough for the other team to score. Defend better. Get off the three-point line. Go to the basket. Post up. Hook shots. Layups. Be a threat. Put that team in the paint, in a penalty. This is one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. If not the number one three-point shooting team in the league. You have to punish that team on a defensive glass. Kyle Anderson, aka Slow-Mo, 11.6 rebounds. That's pretty particular. But the guy we want to talk about is John Morant, 47.7 assists. That dude's a new point guard. Don't back down for anybody. Tough-minded. Get grit and grind. That's all they talk about Memphis in the grind house. Like I said, they're going back to Memphis. I think they can get game 3. It depends. I'm gonna be honest with you, I like my chances with Utah taking game 3 at home. I mean taking game 3 in Memphis. So when we got 3 games on tonight, we got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. The Heat going back home. The Heat gonna win game 3 tonight. I think they got some pressure right now. They know they lose game 3. They bound to get swept. Series tied up 1-1. Suns in LA. The Lakers get the next 2 games at home. I like my chances to the Lakers tonight. And I guarantee you tonight that KCP would not be scoreless. He will score about 10 points tonight. That's what I'm going with. Denver Nuggets and Portland. Portland heading back home. Give me the Portland Trailblazers to win this game. Y'all know who this is. I'm Wiggs. I'm out of here. Peace.